welcome back to TJ's Model Trains and day 19 of 25 Days of Christmas with TJ 2024. Yesterday we did take a look at my very first train, which was the Chessie F3 work train. Talked about the things that got added onto it and a little other things that go along with it. One that I really wanted to do, glad I was able to share some of those videos and photos, and that ushers us into the new era, or the next era rather, for the collection. As you probably caught on, we did 80s and 90s, then modern, so take a guess at what's probably next. But let's go ahead and dive in and see what's on the slate now for day 19, and we'll see y'all tomorrow for day 20. We're down to the last 5 days already. Can't believe it. Christmas is flying by this year. So we'll see y'all then. Now, there are a few hints here as to what the next era of my collection is. So let's go ahead and fire it up and get it out of the tunnel. So we have obviously reached the steam era of the collection. I know modern diesels and diesels in general can get a little monotonous for people, but I wanted to save the steam for last as we get closer into Christmas. And today we're kicking it off with my Santa Fe 5011 class. This is cab number 5022. And for those of you that know me well, you know that I do tend to like the more unique trains of the Pennsylvania Railroad. This is no exception, being that it was leased from the Santa Fe during the mid-50s coal boom. And rather than go with a J1A or something like that, I decided to get one of these. These did serve on the Sandusky branch in Ohio in 57, 58 time frame. And by that point, they were really at the end of their service life. From the few videos and photos that I could see, they were pretty wore out, pretty rough looking by that point in time. So that's sort of what I modeled it after with weathering. This will probably be my one and only weathered steam engine. Comparing it to modern diesels, there's not a lot of color photograph or anything like that to see the prototype and go off of, so you do kind of fly by the seat of your pants. Now, this engine has traveled with me once this year. It went down to Florida and got to ride around on two of my close friends' layouts, Country Bunkers Trains and Larcisco Railroad. It was really cool to be able to take it somewhere and run around on the different layouts, and people see a steam engine that I modeled. Typically I bring modern diesels. Now, this is a Lionel model. One of the things that I did do to try to make it a little bit better for me is I did dull out the front two marker lights. They did come with the nuclear powered marker lights from Lionel that seems to be the new standard. So they're still a little bright on camera. They're not as bad in person, but a lot better than what they were. And what it's pulling is my collection of 40s and 50s Pennsylvania H21As, GLAs, 2-bay hoppers from other railroads. And it's followed up by my Weaver Brass N5C. So I think it's a pretty cool train. Some of the cars are weathered and have Cadies, some are not. That's a project for the future. Maybe I'll do a video on that as I finish those up. But let's go ahead and get this thing run around the layout, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.